Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Adriana, and I come to you from Black Travelers International. Today, we will be presenting on our South of France Zoom informational session. And so, if you are excited about heading to France, this is the perfect itinerary for you. So, let's hop right on in. A little bit about Black Travelers International. If you are new to us, we are a woman-owned company founded in 2021, and we are based here in Atlanta, Georgia. We have people from all over the world that actually travel with us, coming from Europe, from Africa, from Australia, even that actually meet us in our destination country. So, and of course, we have people that come from the States as well. And we have been since 2021 in over 25 destinations all across the world. We are also licensed and fully insured. So let's talk a little bit about the French Riviera in France. So, there you'll discover the allure of the French Riviera, a dazzling stretch of France's Mediterranean coast where elegance, culture, and relaxation meet. Look at my background, you guys. Absolutely stunning. From the sun drenched promenades of Nice to the luxurious allure of Monaco and the golden beaches of Cannes, the Riviera embodies effortless sophistication and a timeless beauty. Known for its coastal charm, colorful markets, and world class cuisine, this region invites travelers just like you to indulge in the art of slow living, where every moment is designed for joy, connection, and renewal. The French Riviera isn't just a destination, it is a experience filled with luxury, culture, and self-celebration. So, why the French Riviera? There, you'll find the elegant coastal beauty of the Mediterranean, rich culture, art, and local experiences, a luxury lifestyle, and glamorous escapes, as well as relaxation, sisterhood, and self care in style. We will be visiting October 1st, 2026 of this year, and leaving on October 8th of 2026. Let's talk accommodations. So, where will we be staying? So, we will have our accommodations at Charming Stays in Provence, as well as in Côte d'Azur. We'll rest in beautifully curated boutique hotel style villas filled with lavender fields, coastal escapes right in our backyard, bathe in sun, and each space is a sanctuary of ease. What's also included there is a daily breakfast and four dinners. And you'll be able to wake up into gourmet French morning fare and gather for an elegant welcome evening where wine flows, intention aligns, and sisterhood glows. So, some of the highlights that our trip includes, and all of this information can be found on our website as well, and that's blacktravelers.int.com. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that link in the comments right now so that you guys can save it. So that once the presentation is complete, you can go directly on our website and you can find all of these highlights and more. So please note that our tour begins in Nice and ends in Cannes. And yes, the S is silent. We'll be attending a perfume workshop in Izay, where you'll be able to craft your own signature fragrance. And it's absolutely stunning because it is based on your own scent. So everyone has their own private scent and that makes them unique. So no two people smell alike. That's why when some people, you'll spray a perfume on your wrist and it'll smell different on one person than it does another. That is why. So here we'll do a perfume workshop and you'll get to craft your own signature fragrance. We'll also do a cultural tour as well that'll mix African culture and French culture, and that'll be in Hotel Nice. We'll also do a stroll through a market, and the markets in Nice are absolutely stunning because, for one, it includes local vendors. So, whenever Black Travelers International travels to any destination, we like to be able to support the local community that's there. So, shopping at the markets in Nice is an example of that. So, we'll be able to experience the different flowers, spices, and it's just a great experience because you'll also be able to get some street food and things like that too. So it's a great experience to visit this market. We'll explore Monaco Old Town and the Monte Carlo Casino. We'll also visit the Lavender Fields, which is absolutely such a beautiful experience. If you've done this in other countries or other states in the US, like lavender fields and things like that, it's the same experience, but here, lavender is a very calming flower. So it is a great experience and it really ties into the relaxation that we embody as Black travelers. Some more of our highlights include a lot of downtime. So we'll have some time for you to visit some French porcelain shops, some lavender apothecaries, some cafes, do a little bit of journaling if you would like. And then we'll have our signature touches that are included in there. So that includes Tilts Under the Sky. We do have our welcome dinner in our farewell dinner that's included in this trip as well. And then also enjoying time with the Sisters of Black Travelers International that's joining this trip. And that'll be at the villas that we are visiting. And it just makes it more of a trip where you can connect with those that are traveling with you, not just a rush of a trip. So I know when a lot of people travel, it is a lot of, hustle and bustle. But in this trip, it is purposeful to be included with our trip where we have a lot of free time to be in a lot of downtime to have those slow mornings where it's not just a trip, it is a way for you to relax and really slow down. What's also included in this trip is a food and wine tour in Cannes. And then, like we mentioned, 4 dinners is included, and that does include our all white dinner celebration. We'll visit the Picasso Museum and we'll also do some shopping. So that's always fun. This trip also includes some memorable, I'm sorry. This trip will also include some paraphernalia from Black Travelers International. We'll also do a day visit to Antibes, and all of our trips do include a English speaking local guide. So let's talk about what is included. So I'm sorry, that shouldn't say Bangkok. My apologies. So this trip does include a hotel accommodations in Nice and Cannes. Like I said, it will start in Nice and it will end in Cannes. All of your airport transfers and transfers for all of your tours are also included. That daily breakfast and welcome dinner, as well as your 4 dinners. So that welcome dinner is included in that 4 dinner. You'll have that perfume workshop in Azay. We'll have the Black History tour in Nice, the Old Town tour in Monaco, the Leisure Time in Monte Carlo, the Afro-French Cultural tour, the visit to the market, which is a staple in Nice since 1816, as well as a visit to the lavender fields. Some other things that are included that we mentioned was those free times to breathe, where you can enjoy a yoga session or a spa visit, the a visit to a few boutiques to do some shopping, as well as beach day. It also includes the evening food and wine tour in Cannes. Also, we'll be able to visit some and explore a few festivals while we're there, visit the Picasso Museum, take a scenic journey along the coastal town of Antibes, as well as our BTI signature touches, which also includes a Black Travelers International host that is on this trip with you, as well as our English speaking guide. So, some of the things that are not included in this trip are any meals that we didn't mention. So, like I said, daily breakfast is included, as well as 4 dinners. Any alcoholic beverages that you choose to indulge in, those are not included with your meals. Any personal expenses that you would like to purchase for souvenirs and things of that nature. Any required COVID testing or immunization costs are not included. Traveler's insurance, gratuity for drivers, tour operators, or any waitresses or waiters. Costs for international excursions that are not included in the package. So, if on your downtime day, your free day, if you wanted to explore on your own, you have that opportunity, but that wouldn't be included in this package. And then any flights to and from your home country is not included as well. And we do say your home country because, like I mentioned, we have people from all over the world that join us. So whether you're based in the U.S. or abroad, your flight to and from your home country is not covered. So, where we will be arriving into and arriving out of will be the Nice airport on October 1st. And then departing from the Nice airport, those airport codes are NCE on October 8th after 3 p.m. Because your airport transfers are included, this is a group trip, so it'll be a group transfer. And so we'll all be departing at the same time. So we do recommend that when you're when you're booking your flight, that you depart after 3 p.m. so that your transportation will be included. So this is a land only package, no airfare. For double occupancy, it is $68.95 per person. For single occupancy, it is $79.95 per person, and that is USD. If you're watching from internationally, you'll just convert to your country's currency, but that'll be posted on our website in USD. And then the deposit amount and final payment that is due is based on the payment plan that you select at checkout. So when you go to book, you can choose to have a payment plan or you can choose to pay in full. So once you choose a double or single occupancy, it will auto populate the price for you, whether it is double or single. And then it'll tell you a single payment that you can choose, or it'll you can choose to do a payment plan, and whatever amount of months that you choose for your payment plan, then it'll tell you your deposit amount as well as your final payment. Payments will be automatically deducted based on the method that you choose when you book your trip. So if you pay with a Visa, it'll be automatically deducted the next month from that same card. You do have the option to change your card if you would like from the card that you use your deposit versus any other payments. You will just go into your payment portal to be able to edit that card information. You'll be able to make partial payments at any time before the final payment is due. You can choose to pay in full whenever you're ready. But please make sure that you read our disclosures very carefully. And if there are any add-ons, any extra excursions that we add on later on, you do have the option to do an add-on as you choose, as long as it's before the final payment is due. And finalized itineraries will be delivered 30 to 60 days before the trip departs. Let's talk communication. So once you book, email is our main communication channel. So please make sure that you whitelist our email address. And add us to your contacts or a safe sender list so that our emails don't go to spam. Because any official updates, confirmations, trip details, Zoom call information, payment deadlines, packing guidance, all of that is going to be sent via email. So please make sure that you're staying up to date with checking your email and making sure that you're opening up any correspondence from us, especially after you book your flight, your trip. Again, we'll be there October 1st to October 8th, 2026. We have a very special perk with Black Travelers International called our membership. This is actually located on our website as well, and it'll have those details as well. So what you unlock once you decide to become a member is you can receive $200 off any one trip per calendar year, and that is for any future bookings. So if you choose that you are ready to head over to South of France with us in October, you would become a member first so that you can receive your promo code in order to get your $200 off. You'll also be able to unlock any points or credits that you can earn for every booking and that you can use towards any future travel. You can also use a $100 credit for any referral that you give on regards to Black Travelers International. So, and you can share Black travelers with anyone. That could be friends, family, coworkers, associates, anyone that you would like. And once they have successfully completed their booking, meaning that their trip is paid in full, then you will receive a $100 credit to use for a future trip. So, how this works is you become a member and then you choose your next destination and receive your $200 credit and then gear up because your adventure begins then. And the price for that is $149 for the year. On our booking page, so it's going to be at that Black Travelers International on our website. You can actually complete your booking directly on our website, and all of our terms and conditions and travel waivers are also listed on the website as well. Please keep in mind that all trips are non-refundable and non-transferable, and we do recommend that all of our participants purchase cancel for any reason travel insurance to protect your investment. Please make sure that your insurance is purchased within a few days of making your first deposit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And you're able to take yourself off of mute and share with us any questions you may have. Have any questions?
Hello.
Hi.
Uh, this is Jewel. I was
Hi there.
asking, I wanted to ask because there will be a host for the trip. I think you were saying, do
Yeah,
you know who the host will be? Is it one person or more than one? Or
it's usually one person. It also depends on how big the group is. So it's our ratio is about one host to eight travelers or so. So it'll between 8 to 10 travelers. Sometimes a little bit more depending on the location. But as of right now, we have one host that'll be attending. And no, we don't know quite yet who the host will be, but it'll be a
oh,
member
okay.
of Black Travelers International.
Okay. And so right now, if you is there like a minimum number of travelers for the trip that
No.
you have to have? Oh, okay. Um, So now I remember you were saying that for the departure, we all leave together. So we need to make the reservation after, so it will be after 3 o'clock. Now for
3 p.m.
when we are, when we're arriving, will that be the same case? So will we need to make our reservation for a certain time so that we travel as a group to the hotel?
Yes, great question. So, same thing for your departure. When you arrive, we do ask people to arrive around 12 or 1 o'clock because that's about the time that we will start transportation. And so we want to allow enough time to be able to get to the hotel. And check-in is at 3. So we do advise people to come in around at 12, 1 o'clock mark. Now, if you have to get a flight before then, that's perfectly fine. You'll just have to wait for a little bit.
Right.
But we ask people not to come in too early because then you're, just waiting in the hotel, in the airport for hours, because that's typically around the time that we start our group transportation. Now, in the case that you come in, that you just want to come in earlier, or let's say the flight is a little bit more affordable for you to come in at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock and you want to go to the airport, to the hotel, we can arrange for a private transfer, but it will be at an additional cost
Oh,
because
okay.
our airport transportation is a group. transfer.
I see. Okay. And for the reservation, how early do you recommend we make the flight reservation?
Well, we usually try to say between 3 to 6 months as far
Oh,
as
okay.
your flight. Because we
Mhm.
are pretty close to October now. I would start looking at flights now.
Okay. And do you
And
know?
when you say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm
I'm sorry, I
sorry.
didn't mean to
Go ahead.
interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
um, uh, I was just going to ask if you knew what hotel we would be staying in. Am I pronouncing it right? In Nice?
Nice. Yes,
Nice.
it is
In
Nice.
Nice?
Yes. And Nice and Cannes. Yes. So we are still finalizing those details. So
Okay.
we don't have them quite listed yet, but we once we finalize those details, then they will be up on the website. And then for people that have already booked, we send out an email notification that'll have the tentative itinerary that'll have the hotel information. But we do, just to let you know, we do stay in 4-star or better hotels in the area.
Oh, okay. I don't mean, I just jotted down my questions, so I have them all here. I don't mean to monopolize
Oh,
the time here with my
no,
questions. So
you're
I don't know if you want
fine.
to
You're
go
fine.
on or if I should just rattle mine off. I just have a couple more, but
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. Let's see. Now you were saying that we start out in Nice and then we're going to end up in Cannes, but we at Cannes we're going to do the tour and then we go back to the hotel in Nice. We're not staying in Cannes, right?
Well, we're
Cannes,
going to depart from we'll depart from Cannes, so we'll
Cannes.
actually go back to Cannes. Yes. But our trip does end in Cannes, so we won't have any additional activities once we finish our tour in Cannes. We'll just head back to Nice to go back to the airport. Does that make sense?
Well, the tour is going to be in the evening, right? In
So
Cannes,
uh, when I when I say
Cannes.
the tour, I mean overall. So the trip will start in Nice, and we have a few activities that we'll have in Nice, and then we'll go to Cannes, and then we have activities in Cannes, and then we'll go back to Nice because we're going to leave from Nice, but we won't have any additional tours in Nice once we head back. It's just for us to be able to go to the airport. Does that make sense?
So we're not switching hotels or anything.
Yes, we will.
Oh, we will be. So we'll be in a
Yes,
different hotel. We'll be in a
yes,
hotel in Cannes.
yes.
Okay. And then we leave that hotel in Cannes
hmm
in the morning to go to Nice.
We'll have those details once we
Oh, okay.
finalize the itinerary. Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Um, and I was just, let's see, what was my other question real quick? It was just
Yeah,
that
no, you're fine.
you may have already answered it. Um, oh, when we go from Nice to Monaco and to Cannes,
hmm
is that by train or is that by shuttle?
Most likely by shuttle.
Oh, by shuttle. Okay.
Yes.
And I think that's it for me. I think I have all. Oh, I was just going to ask
Yeah.
how many more Zoom calls do we have for the trip?
Yeah, great question. So for travelers who book the trip with us, we usually have 1 to 2 Zoom calls before the trip.
Okay.
For anyone that is just looking for additional information, like this informational, the this video will be uploaded to YouTube. So we won't have another info session before the trip. We'll have this one recorded, but for details about the trip, hotel information, things like that, for people that book the trip, we'll have a Zoom call, 1 to 2 Zoom calls as we get closer to the trip. So as we finalize those details, we'll be able to communicate via email with the Zoom information.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. We have a couple of questions in the chat. So, how many days are included in free time, and what is the typical age range for the trip? Great questions, Tanisha. So, we'll have one free day on this trip, and then as far as the typical age range for our group in as a whole, not just for this trip, is typically between 35 and up. Most of our travelers are in their 40s and 50s. We do have some travelers that travel with us that are in their 60s. But the typical age range is, I'll say 35 and up. And then as far as if you have to book two different flights, one arriving in Nice and leaving Cannes. So no, we're actually arriving in Nice and then we're leaving from Nice. So when you're booking your flight, you just book one a round trip from your home country back to Nice and back. Okay, Lashonda says, what time do you purchase your flight to depart? Wonderful. Happy I was able to help, Tanisha. What time do you purchase your flight to depart from Nice? It sounds like we are departing Cannes to go straight to the airport. So I would recommend for you to purchase your flight leaving Nice after 3 p.m. because that's when we'll have enough time to get to the airport to get back to Nice, the Nice airport. So we recommend an evening flight. Does that answer your question, Lashonda? Perfect. You guys have great questions. And if anyone has any other questions, they can happily come off mute and or you can type your question in the chat.
Hello, this is Michelle. The
Hi there,
tours,
Michelle.
how are you? The tours, are
Great,
they
thank you.
walking tours or is it bus tours? What kind of tours are these?
So it'll kind of be a mix. We most of our tours are going to be walking tours, like the strolling around the market. But the transportation to the tour is going to be on an air conditioned shuttle. But they are walking tours. So that was kind of a mixed answer, I think. So it'll be from the hotel to the destination to the tour location will be on a shuttle, and then um, the tour will be a walking tour
Okay, and is there a deadline to sign up for the tour? For the trip?
for the trip as a whole.
Yes.
So we recommend as soon as possible. We have, I don't remember off the top of my head how many rooms we have left available, but I would just say as soon as possible because as we get closer to, we do close the trip if the trip is sold out. We only reserve a certain amount of rooms with the hotel, so I would say as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. And we do say as soon as possible. I know that's not, a time frame, but with the trip being in October, we want you to have enough time to be able to look for flights and things like that as well. Wonderful question. All right.
This is Jewel again. I had a question.
Hi.
On average, around how much do you think you should kind of, I guess, bring with you in terms of what would you suggest you may be spending per day there?
So it's honestly, it's a hard and a hard question to answer only because it really just depends on your personal spending. So
Mm-hmm.
because the meals that are included are daily breakfast and then only four dinners out of the 7 day trip or 7 night trip, you will have to budget for additional meals, right? And then if you wanted to go do a spa day, or you wanted to go to the beach or something like that on your free day, then you'll need transportation to be able to do that. If you wanted to do additional shopping, some people shop more than others, right? Especially on vacation. So it kind of just depends on your personal spending. My rule of thumb when I'm traveling is anywhere between 75 to $100 a day. And that usually can cover food and transportation if I need it. Like I said, all of our tours, those include transportation, and they only have that one free day. So those are things that you wouldn't necessarily have to budget for. It will mostly be the meals that are not included on any other day outside of the daily breakfast and the four dinners, and then anything that you choose that you want to buy.
Okay. And so we would
Yeah.
need to convert our dollars to
Mhm.
euros for there, right? Okay.
Yes. So you can usually do that at the airport or off-site as well.
Hmm.
Typically, it seems the currency may be a little bit better if it's not at the airport. But some people like to exchange at the airport. That way, they know that they have cash, that they'll have euros in order to spend. Another thing I would suggest is having like a credit card or debit card that you want to use over there. Europe is pretty good with Visa and Mastercard.
Okay.
Not a lot of places except American Express globally. So just be careful with American Express. But and if you have American Express, you can definitely check with American Express to see if they have any restrictions in Europe. But me personally, I don't usually carry a whole lot of cash when I'm traveling internationally. I usually
Hmm.
have like a credit card.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Thank
I do
you.
like to have some cash because you never know.
True. Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So we have a question in the chat. What's the distance and time from Cannes to Nice? It's about a 40-minute drive. And that's give or take traffic. Everywhere has traffic, right? Um, okay, and so that should be the same question. Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Happy I was able to help. Yeah, so it's about a 40-minute drive or so. You're welcome. Do you have any other questions? You guys have great questions. All right. What I would like to do really quick is to show you our website. If you guys have just a couple more minutes um, to spend with me, I just wanted to show you how seamless it is to actually book through Black Travelers International website. So I am going to share my screen one more time. All right. If you can tell me if you can see my screen, so I can get a thumbs up if you're able to see. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jewel. Thank you so much, Tanisha. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So our website is Black Travelers INT. Thank you, Michelle. BlackTravelersINT.com. And here I'm just going to go to group trips. I'm going to search by year. You can also search by region, and you can choose here. You can also search by year, where we'll have our 2026, 2027, and 2028 tours. I'm actually going to select all tours. And here you'll see our South of France tour. So I'll click on Learn More. And then here you'll see those highlights that I mentioned in our presentation. And then also our trip details as far as when we are arriving, the airport code to arrive and depart, pricing details, as well as some of the few things that are not included in your tool in your package. We also have some additional information here as far as entry requirements, where we do recommend just continuing to visit the U.S. Department of State for any up-to-date entry requirements. And you can pay attention under entry, exit, or visa requirements. And then we do have our terms and conditions and travel waiver information here, as well as a few companies, a few providers that we recommend for travel insurance. We do have some information about payment plans and roommate matching. And then here at the bottom, you'll select book now in order to see how to book. So once you select there, you'll choose double or single occupancy. Then when you scroll down, I'm going to select double. Then you'll have your order total here. It will auto populate the difference here if you have a single occupancy or you're rooming alone. But I'm going to choose double occupancy here. And it does give you the option of one payment or two payments or a single payment. So if I choose one payment, it'll show your deposit amount. And then the next payment is due on 7/7. And then if you choose two payments, it'll have your deposit amount and then your two payments of $29.30. You also have the option to pay it in full as well. Once you select your payment option, then you'll include your information for checkout. Please make sure that you keep all spelling correct so that we are able to receive all details correctly. Please make sure that you review our terms and conditions as well as our travel insurance information that's located in our travel waiver. Once you put in your card information, you'll place order and you'll be officially booked. It is that easy. So do we have any last minute questions? Any last minute questions?
Hello, me again.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask, because I know, from the website that the trips are geared to women, but men can also travel on the trip as well, right?
Yes, men are
Okay.
invited on our trips as well. We just our primary audience is women though.
Right.
So we do like to tell people that and usually many of the men that join our trip don't mind. So we have couples that join and if someone wants to bring their partner, we have we have men that join and have no problem with wanting to do a couples trip or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. And all of our trips on Black Travelers International's website is perfect for couples to come on the trip, girls trip, solo travelers as well. We do have a lot of solo travelers that join us. And what we like about our community overall is that it's for everyone. Everyone is welcome to join, and you leave as feeling a part of a family. So we do have our community that's online. If you are not familiar with our Facebook group, please make sure that you join our Facebook group. On Facebook, it's Black Travelers International, and it says travel next to it. And it's a private Facebook group. So make sure that you join. You can just search it there. You can also find that information on our website as well if you just wanted to click the link. So I'm going to actually show you really quickly. If you scroll all the way up at the top, you'll see our Instagram, our YouTube channel, a tab to send in a direct email, our Facebook group, as well as our TikTok and Pinterest channel. So you'll see all of that at the very top. You'll also see our support phone number here, that 1-888 number. And then if you hit email, then it'll take you to an email if you have any additional questions for us. And then we do have a contact page here as well. You can also locate some more information and how to join if you were interested in joining our membership here. And you can actually become a member directly on the website. You can book your trip directly on the website as well. You can take a look at our upcoming meet and greets, which is a part of our city series. So we do have some of those that are upcoming. And so that is going to be in Houston, Charlotte, New York City, and Milwaukee. And so those are upcoming. And so if you wanted to meet people that are, a part of Black Travelers International, that is part of our community, some of the team that is a part of Black Travelers International, or just if you would like to, join in on the community that is in this nearby city. It's a great way for you to meet new people that are interested in traveling, so that you can, you come as strangers, but then you leave as family. So we do have our city series to those 4 cities upcoming. And then we do have information about our webinar for any upcoming sessions that'll be listed here as well. And so you're on the south of France. We do have another one in about 10 minutes for London and Paris. And so you can find a lot of different information about how to contact us for any additional questions if you have one, and how to stay connected. If you're not a part of our newsletter, I highly, highly, highly suggest joining our newsletter as well, because that is how you find out information first as it pertains to Black Travelers International. So here you'll sign up for news if you're not a part of our newsletter. And we look forward to traveling with you guys. I hope that I was able to answer a lot of your questions. And if you do think of anything after the call, feel free to contact us via email or phone. Do we have any last minute questions before we wrap up?
Just one.
Hi.
With the host, I know you don't know who the host is going to be just yet, but the
Yep.
host will be someone who has already been to the south of France, correct? They will already be familiar with the area.
So they won't necessarily be someone that has always been to that area. They will be a representative of Black Travelers International, and we'll have an English speaking local guide that is proficient in the area, that is going to take us around on all of our tours, that will be available once we land there. But all of our
Okay, so
hosts
for the host,
have
it may
been.
be their first time going as well.
Not usually. It's someone
Okay.
who is familiar with at least that area, or maybe has been to France before. Maybe not to Nice, but maybe has been to France. But usually it's someone that's familiar with the area to an extent.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Yes. You're welcome. And then all of our hosts have been travelers with Black Travelers International, so they're familiar with all of our regulations, how we operate, things like that. So they're all
Oh, okay.
representatives of Black travelers.
Oh, okay. Good, good. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. All right. Well, we have another call starting in about 8 minutes for London and Paris. So if we don't have any other questions, I wanted to thank everyone for joining our South of France info session. If you happen to miss anything, feel free to rewatch the replay on our YouTube channel. And also, you can find all of this information of what we've discussed on our website at Black Travelers International for the South of France trip. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope to see you in just a few minutes for our London and Paris trip. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye.